Ancient villages, places of devotion, historic homes, 20th century architecture. Our irreplaceable heritage is being lost both to forces of nature and to damage by mankind. For over 40 years, the World Monuments Fund has stemmed the loss of these important places, testaments to history and culture, religion and artistry, everyday life and ceremonial splendor. We support projects on all 7 continents in more than 90 countries. We forge partnerships. We train the next generation of caretakers. We are leaders in the field of preservation. We inspire a commitment to the future by preserving the past. We have been saving sites throughout Asia for decades. In Cambodia, we've been conserving the ancient city of Angkor since the 1990s. Our first focus was the monastic complex of Preah Khan, which has become a proving ground for innovative techniques. It is also a classroom for a new generation of Cambodian stewards, filling the gap left by the Khmer Rouge, which decimated the educated population. At Phnom Bakheng, we are helping to mitigate the damage caused by a surge in tourism. And in the temple of Angkor Wat, we've made spectacular progress in restoring the Churning of the Sea of Milk Gallery, which houses the celebrated bas-relief depicting the Hindu creation myth. High in the Indian Himalayas, accessible only by an arduous 5-hour hike, is the 12th century Buddhist monastery of Sumdachun. There, we are restoring splendid wall paintings and stabilizing the buildings. One of our strongest supporters in Asia has been the Freeman family. In China, they have helped the World Monuments Fund partner with Beijing's Palace Museum to restore the 18th century Qianlong Garden in the Forbidden City. Commissioned by the Qianlong Emperor as his retirement home, this elaborate complex was closed to the public for 230 years.
The World Monument Fund told us about this project in Beijing. It immediately made us prick up our ears. I had been to the Forbidden City several times in my life and never realized that such an important part of Chinese cultural history had been locked away for years. That intrigued us immediately.
Through the Freemans' generous support, the first phase of this 12-year project will open soon. The superb interior features exquisite trompe-l'oeil wisteria that appears to hang from the ceiling. Double-sided silk tapestries gently filter the natural light. Ornate bamboo marquetry frames walls and screens.
To me, the most incredible thing was the restoration of the wisteria.
The Qianlong project in the Forbidden City was especially fascinating because we were able to witness all the conservators working on one particular panel. And they spent upwards of a couple of years working on conserving that particular mural.
In Japan, the Freeman family is supporting our conservation of the 13 remaining Imperial Buddhist Convents. Constructed between the 13th and 19th centuries, these elite convents were home to unmarried daughters of Japanese nobility, who brought with them spectacular treasures.
Unearthing the past and making it known to the present, bringing these parts of Asian history back to life is important.
The World Monuments Fund is proud to present the Freeman family with the 21st Annual Hadrian Award. The Hadrian Award is presented each year to international leaders who have advanced the preservation of art and architecture. The Freeman Foundation honors the vision of teacher, businessman, and philanthropist Mansfield Freeman. He lived in China in the 1920s and 1930s, and upon his return to the United States, he continued to foster cross-cultural friendship and the open exchange of ideas.
My dad, he felt that there was this misunderstanding or even lack of understanding in the U.S. of things Asian and of the Asian people. And he said, I think that this is what the foundation should concentrate on.
The Freeman Foundation's mission is to promote the understanding of East Asian cultures. The organization makes grants not only for the preservation of great architecture, but also to educational, humanitarian, and cultural institutions.
We have been blessed with a certain amount of wealth, and we feel that it's very heartwarming to be able to give back some of what you have.
Today, the trustees, staff, and friends of the World Monuments Fund come together to honor the Freeman family, Houghton, Doreen, and Graeme, and the Freeman Foundation with the 2008 Hadrian Award.